Welcome to the COMC Community Spotlight Show. Of course, it's presented by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. And we're talking with Jill Durnan. She is with us. We've had her before, but it's been a couple years since we've had you on the show to talk about Lake Career Tech Center, better known as LCTC.
Correct. Easier to say.
Right? Yeah, it's much easier to say LCTC. I don't know what they're talking about, but it's easier to say.
Right.
So we wanted to you guys keep growing. More things, bigger things, new things. So we kind of wanted to update that. And February is a big month for you, February Career and Technical Education Month, right?
It is.
And that's all over the country.
It is, yeah. That's celebrated nationwide. And so we kick it off today and celebrate it all month long. And really fun week, fun month of celebrating our students and just career tech ed in general.
You know, and there's been so much education, about education lately, and the problems with like a university education, in a lot of cases, it's a brainwashing, it's not an education, or at least a lot of people would think that. So these career technical centers are very different from like a university thing, right? So how are they different?
Well, I always like to talk about the fact that our students can leave us and go straight to the workforce in a high demand, high wage career without any student debt.
Right. Big. That's a big thing. Yeah.
Right. And some of our students, about 25% of our students do go on to a 2-year tech school after us. But the big difference is we are technical skills, and so it is skills that you can go and go straight to the workforce. We also have students who go on to 4 years, but we're really preparing them for the real world. We kind of hang our hat on academic, technical, and employability skills. And try to cover all of those at LCTC.
Also incredibly important. You're really teaching people the skills of a trade, to do a job, to make money, like you said, without student debt, without maybe being brainwashed in one way or another. So this career technical, this education, obviously valuable for the students because they can gain a career out of it. They learn a trade, but you also say it's good for the community. How is it good for the community?
Yeah, part of our mission is really to help our students become contributing members of our community. And so it's good for our community because we are raising up the next generation of workforce. We're coming off of a time where we sort of saw what happened when you ignore the trades. And saw what happened to our economy and just to the workforce in general. And so we take that pretty serious, and as strong as we are, that's as strong as our community is, and our community needs us to be producing a really great workforce, and so we take that to heart.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if this is a good way to reference it, but it's like the tech centers, learning a trade is like the blue collar way of going about it. It's like learning a real trade so they can really work and really make some money. And then you got the foo-foo university thing. You don't know what you're learning over there a lot of times,
Yeah, and we're so dialed in. And, when you get a 4-year degree, you're often taking some classes that you're like, I'm not sure, like when I'm going to use this. Or it's a gen ed, it's a required course, but it's not directly related to what they want to do. And really, career tech ed they bypass that a little bit. And it's just about the skills that are needed for that industry, and including the employability skills. And so it's really dialed in. It helps to keep kids engaged because it's what they're interested in. And oftentimes if you have had a student go through a 4-year degree, there's a few classes in there that you just got to get through.
No doubt. Yeah, absolutely. And you've mentioned a couple of times the industry recognized credentials. That's important, right? Because, if you're up for a job and you have these credentials, you got a good chance of getting that, and you can help them get that.
Yeah, that's a huge part of what we do is that they leave us, all of our programs offer one. We call them IRCs, Industry Recognized Credential. And those are tied directly to industry, hopefully, are valuable in that industry. And so it does give students a leg up. And then a huge part of what we believe in is that they're hands-on. Like they can't just it's not just head knowledge, like they also have the physical skill knowledge, and they've practiced that with us. They've been out into a real work-based learning situation to make sure that that skill is up to date, and that it's something that they can go make money using.
I'm guessing that work-based learning is they're actually there working in the workspace learning, so that, I mean, it's not like they show up one day and they have no idea what they're doing with this machine or that machine.
Right. At the very minimum, every one of our students are exposed to our own labs at LCTC, which is work-based learning. I mean, we have an auto shop, we have a collision shop, we have a marine tech shop. And so those are spaces that they're actually doing the work.
Yeah.
The other side to that is that we also have work-based learning where we send our students out to work with business and industry outside of our walls, which is really valuable as well. Like it's one thing for them to get feedback from us, and then to go put that into practice in in industry and get feedback from what could be their future boss is also valuable.
Yeah, no doubt. And you also mentioned the teaching them how to get hired. I mean, and that's a thing, you have to learn how to interview with people. You have to learn how to make a resume and kind of sell yourself for the job.
For sure. Every one of our seniors leaves with a resume, a completed resume. That's one of our requirements. They all go through a mock interview with someone from industry.
Yeah.
So they kind of get that first time nerves out of the way when they're with us. And then we actually assess employability skills, which makes us a little bit unique from traditional education. So we have a rubric and we send home, we old school snail mail home a rubric assessing their soft skills, their employability skills. We have heard so loud and clear from industry and business that their technical skills are great, but we need them to also be good employees. And so we take that responsibility serious.
That's a thing. It's a real thing. Absolutely. Okay, so we're talking with Jill Durnan, LCTC, Lake Career Tech Center in Camdenton, but really it serves the whole region. So we'll talk more about that when we come back on the COMC Community Spotlight Show. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic and 2 pediatricians with same-day appointments available. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone with 5 primary care locations conveniently located across the Ozarks. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission. If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV. Welcome back to the COMC Community Spotlight Show. We're talking about LCTC, Lake Career and Tech Center, Camdenton. Jill Durnan, your official title is Director?
Correct.
Okay, of the LCTC. How long have you been there?
This is year 5 for me.
5, okay, wow. So I was reading your resume. You didn't think you really wanted to be an educator, right? And then you kind of fall into educating. So how did that happen?
I originally started out as a business and communication major, went to work for corporate America, and on the side, I always gave lessons to students, basketball lessons, swim lessons, always had my hand in lessons of some sort, teaching kiddos. But thought I wanted to go into the business world, and quickly learned that it just didn't put my feet on the ground.
Yeah.
And so I switched gears pretty quick, and just, there's a saying that, whether you choose teaching or not, if you're meant to be a teacher, it'll choose you.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't get away from it.
Yeah,
right?
So I feel like that sort of happened with me, and it's been a huge blessing in my life.
Okay, so this LCTC, Lake Career and Tech Center, you teach skills so that people can have jobs, right?
Correct.
So they can have careers, really, more than jobs. 12 different programs right now, I think, that you teach.
Yep.
So what are the 12 programs?
So we have ag. We have an ag program. We have a marine tech service program.
Okay, so people working on boats, boat motors and stuff.
Correct. Law enforcement.
Okay.
Metal and welding, a metal fabrication and program. We have a auto tech program, an auto collision program.
Wow.
A graphics program. We have a construction program, culinary, computer integration, pathways to teaching, health science.
All these right off the top of your head.
Did I get them?
I think that was 12. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you as director, do you have to be an expert at all of those things or just kind of need to know a little about a lot?
I am not an expert in anything, actually. Thankfully, I'm surrounded by a really great group of people to work with that are experts and do a really great job in their particular programs. But I know enough to be dangerous. And really my job is just to help provide a vision and a way, and then to get out of the way.
Where do your students come from? Is it just from Camdenton? Is it like just from the area or the state, or where do they come from?
So we serve the Camdenton School District. We also serve School of the Osage, Climax Springs, Macks Creek, and Hermitage.
Okay.
So the majority of our students are Camdenton students, but we get to welcome students from those other districts, and really makes it a really neat place to learn because we do get to mix in some other kiddos.
Is it on the campus of Camdenton High School?
It is.
Okay.
If you've ever been to Bob Shore Stadium, most likely you parked in our parking lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been there then. Didn't even know it.
Yes.
And can adults do this, or do you have to be a student in those schools?
So most of our programs are just high school students. And so there is one program, we have an adult program that we offer in marine tech.
Okay.
And so it is not a full year. We've sort of changed that up. And we offer that November through March. So we try to hit the off season. We skip winterization and de-winterization in summer, obviously. So we do have that program for adults.
Okay. And you've had great success with your marine program.
We have.
I mean, Hall of Famers, Hall of Fame boat racers that come out of, I sent you, I think, a link to one of our shows with Myra Coyle.
Yes, you did.
Who came out of LCTC.
Yeah.
He would not have the career he has if he didn't go there.
Yeah, it is just such a unique program and so needed in our area. And I'm probably biased, but when you have people like Tim Keeney and Scott Miller teaching a program like that, it's just destined to be awesome. And
Absolutely.
it is awesome.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And you see when I brought that up to Myrick, his eyes just lit up. You could see how important it was to him that he had gone there, what LCTC meant to him.
And there's Myrick's all over this lake, you know, and I always tell people if you have purchased a boat or have a boat here at the lake, there's a great chance that you've come in contact with someone who learned at LCTC.
That's right, absolutely, and we thank the Lord for that.
Yeah,
man.
right?
Okay, so sports is very important to you. I think you're in like 3 different sports halls of fame.
Yeah.
Including the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame, I believe. Your husband, coach, very successful baseball coach at Camdenton, soon to be the activities director, I think. And you've got 3 sons that are playing big-time baseball.
Yeah,
how cool is that?
It's been really fun. Sports have been a huge part of our life, been a part of my life since I was little. So it is really fun to have that. I feel like I've probably learned as much from sports as from anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I love that our family gets to continue to do that.
Yeah. So now one of your sons is playing at Mizzou now.
Correct.
So that means you'll get to watch a lot of baseball.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. We're up there more than we've ever been able to see him, and I'm not sure how he feels about that, maybe. But no, it's been good. It's been really fun, and we're so fortunate to be able to catch his games now, and to be able to get up there
A little
quickly.
closer than Wichita State.
For sure.
Okay, so if people want some more information about LCTC, Lake Career and Tech Center, how do they go about doing that and to look at all those 12 different programs and stuff like that?
Yeah, you can find us on our website. You can go to thecamdentonschools.org and get to us that way. We also have a pretty decent presence on Facebook and Instagram to be able to get information, and then reach out to us. Feel free to call or email, and we'd love to share about what we do.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you guys have such a great reputation, and that does not come easily. There's a lot of work involved in that. So LCTC, go look it up. Again, that's Lake Career and Tech Center. Jill Durnan, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much.
You.
We'll have more with her, have you back on the show in the future.
Sounds great.
All right, thank you for joining us for the COMC Community Spotlight Show.